Welcome back to Minor League Baseball, the show. It is our game 2 of this doubleheader, the final game for the Rockhounds. Well, tomorrow afternoon we begin our 4-game set between the visiting Frisco Rough Riders, at Frisco, and most likely we will have a 4-game set at Midland. Missions return home as we are greeted by the Northwest Arkansas Naturals Farm Club to the Kansas City Royals. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also follow the missions or your favorites from Minor League Baseball. You can download that on any smartphone. Now let's get ready for the starting lineups for Game 2. We will have a 7-inning game, 1 o'clock, and a partly cloudy day. Well, get out your scorecards. Here's Game 2 starting lineups. First for the visiting Midland Rockhounds. Leading off in shortstop, Kurt Stewart. Stewart, Game 2. Batting second for left fielder Vernon Ortiz. Ortiz at left. Center fielder Jake Similowski will be the center fielder for the Rockhounds. Similowski, center. Simon Ojeda will be the right fielder for the Rockhound lineup. Ojeda, right. Batting fifth, first baseman Eric Guswado. Guswado at first. Cleanup hitter and Missions and Rockhounds third baseman Billy Whitmore. Whitmore at third. David Morant will be the designated hitter for the Rockhounds. Morant, the DH. Kevin Rosado be the catcher for the Rockhounds. Rosado catching. And batting ninth, round out the batting order for Game 2 of the Rockhounds and Missions. Antonio Aguilera. Aguilera, today's second baseman, round out the batting order. And on the mound for the Rockhounds, Garrett Staples. Staples, today's Rockhounds pitcher. Now here's your starting lineup for your San Antonio Missions. Leading off, designated hitter Roddy Tuttle. Tuttle, the DH. Cleanup hitter, that is center fielder Ricky Irvin. Irvin, center. Franklin Steffens be the second baseman, bat third for San Antonio. Steffens as second. Batting fourth, the left fielder Alan Cordoba. Cordoba at left. Rafi Lopez be the catcher for the Missions. Lopez catching. D. Woodekemper be the third baseman. Woodekemper at third. Vance Dudley be the first baseman for San Antonio. Dudley at first. Batting eighth, the right fielder Jacob Gonzalez. Gonzalez at right. Batting ninth is the cleanup hitter, that is shortstop Miguel Castillo. He'll round out the batting order for San Antonio. Castillo in cleanup. And on the mound for San Antonio, Kenny McAllen. McAllen, today's Missions pitcher. And there's your starting lineups for Game 2.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Midland Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Kenny McMahon, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Striding in, Kurt Stewart. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about this lineup, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
So striding in, Vernon Ortiz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try and go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for.
On to first, and even after the bobble, it's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Garrett Staples, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Wow, the last thing you want to do is give the home team an unearned base in the first inning. Now they've got a speedster on the bag with no outs and a good chance to score early in this game.
In now, Ricky Irvin. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Smolinski. 1 away. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now at the plate, Franklin Stevens, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Grounded back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. And a good save at first on the offline throw, but they just get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Alan Cordova hits next as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Into the box now, Rafi Lopez, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Ojeda on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. So here's the cleanup hitter, Simon Ojeda.
Right fielder, Simon Ojeda.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
The 1-1 home is taken for strike two. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And manning second base today is a guy with one of the quickest hands in the game. That's the name of the game over at second base. It's not about range. It's not about arm strength. It's about turning every double play for your pitching staff, making the routine play and making sure every two is turned.
Digging in, Eric Iswaldo. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit at third. And into left field for a one-out hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Billy Whitmore, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And that one just missed outside. Iswaldo leads off first with one away. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. The second for one on to first, and that's two innings and two double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Through an inning and a half, no score on MLB Network. Digging in, the switch hitter, Derek Wardekemper. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Wardekemper.
And now pitch on the way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right
here. Into the box, Jacob Gonzalez. Skied into straightaway right. Ojeda is there, and he has it for the out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but two-step lead off first base today.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Castillo, and he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Bottom of the second here with no score. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Digging in for his second at bat, Rodney Tuttle. From the stretch. Hit on the ground to third. To his left, Whitmore. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Missions lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, David Moran, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. To short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready now, Kevin Rosado. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Ricky Irvin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Center fielder, Ricky Irvin.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Aguero comes up with it, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Franklin Stevens.
At the plate, Franklin Stevens. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Alan Cordoba hits next. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Rafi Lopez, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he throws it away.
Now batting, Third baseman,
Now that is an impressive vertical on this dive. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
Standing in now, Derek Wertkemper, and he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Kurt Stewart, and they'll need him to get something going here. No balls and one strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Count remains at 0-2. Oh, he brought it back. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Vernon Ortiz. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Digging in to try it again, Jake Smolinski. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. Two out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Vance Dudley. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the back rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box now, Jacob Gonzalez as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Miguel Castillo. Hit high and deep to left field. Ortiz racing back at the track. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they move on top 4-0.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
The batter.
In now, Rodney Tuttle. As it's on the ground toward the hole. And there's one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Ricky Irvin.
Ready once again, Ricky Irvin. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
The left fielder, number 8, Alan.
Digging in and looking for more, Alan Cordova. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Smolinski's under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Simon Ojeda. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out.
Iswaldo is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. It's 1-2.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Ready for another chance? Billy Whitmore. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Rafi Lopez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Digging in the switch hitter, Derek Wertekemper. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Strike 1 to start the at bat. The 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Smolinski's under it. 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Vance Dudley.
Ready for another shot now. Vance Dudley. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Again, a nice clean base hit. His 3rd of the game.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
Standing in now, Jacob Gonzalez down the 3rd baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at 3rd. Now a long throw to 3rd. And they're not going to get him at 3rd, so runners at 2nd and 3rd now with only 1 gone.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Christopher Evans is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Miguel Castillo. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across it.
And add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Into the box, Rodney Tuttle. He swings and rounds it to short. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from 3rd crosses the plate. It's 7-0.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Stepping in now, Ricky Irvin. High in the air out to center field. Smolinski's under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for 3rd. And he'll make it up to 3rd on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Number 2.
Into the box now, Franklin Stevens. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the 3rd baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 5 innings complete. San Antonio's out in front, 7-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, David Moran. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And oh man, that caught him pretty good there as it ricochets toward the third baseline. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And not in time as the run scores.
The batter number 3, second baseman, Antonio Aguero.
Now in the box, Antonio Aguero. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
1 out, nobody on. This is line to left. Cordoba is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
Now batting, shortstop, Kurt Stewart.
Stepping in, Kurt Stewart. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Lifted down the line in left. Cordoba on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Alan Cordoba hits next.
Waiting off for the mission.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, he'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
In now, Rafi Lopez as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there. That's not how you usually draw it up, but that's a line drive in the box score the next day.
Standing in now, Derek Wertekemper. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Ojeda has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Vance Dudley.
Stepping in, Vance Dudley. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just got a piece up the line. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ortiz moves over. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. But 1's all they'll get as he's back in safely at second.
The right fielder, number 6, Jacob
Digging in now, Jacob Gonzalez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner towards second. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one.
Big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, Miguel Castillo. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. San Antonio's out in front, 9-1. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So coming to the plate, Vernon Ortiz. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that is through into right field for a single. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Into the box now, Jake Smolinski. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cordova's under it. 1 out.
The right fielder, number 2, Simon Ojeda.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Simon Ojeda. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
The first baseman, number 12, Eric Eswaldo.
At the plate, Eric Iswaldo, a hit in 2 tries so far. From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher.
Irvin is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The San Antonio Missions took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Kenny McMahon earns the victory on the mound. Garrett Staples allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Well, this concludes the 2-game doubleheader with the Rockhounds and the San Antonio Missions. Tomorrow, Missions will hit the road as we have our 4-game set with Briscoe and Midland as we begin our 8-game homestand. We will also be returning for the final games and most likely to the Missions, preparing to leave and head for a AAA ball club. Well, most likely 2019 is going to be one of the hardest years without the San Antonio missions, but at least they will be doing really good. So at the end of this year, the missions will have their final game with the Rockhounds, and most likely the South Division playoffs will commence a 5-game set for Midland and Corpus Christi. Well, anyway, before we go, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First, for the visiting Midland Rockhounds, 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error. For San Antonio, 9 runs on 18 hits, 1 error. They left at least 4 on. Well, we thank you for joining us on this doubleheader. We hope y'all had a great day. Know the game started at 11 and ends at 3 o'clock or 4, whatever time it is. But anyway, we'll see y'all back tomorrow for the first game of our 4-game set at Frisco Rough Riders and the Rockhounds. We'll see y'all back later.